Hey, how's it going, everyone? What's up? Welcome. Happy Thursday to you. I'm just, still in the code boot camp. This is my second to last day. Tomorrow, we're just going to be going through things one more time. We're still going over to do MVC and trying to understand event delegation. And I'm hoping that this is more clear, the code that I'm showing you on the screen. I realized yesterday the video I put up was kind of blurry, but these vlogs are more about me just talking about what I'm up to in the code bootcamp and not so much about programming. But yep, this is what we're going through. We're just covering the controller part of this Vanilla.js MVC. It's really great to go through this code, but I think at some point I need to just go ahead and make my own MVC on its own to really understand what's going on. I got the basic concepts of event delegation down from this, so that was pretty good. And yeah, sometimes in between things, I'm going back and writing some C++. I really like this website called Geeks for Geeks because there's some things that I just need to review every now and then. One of the things I needed to review was the delegate because there's a delegate I understand delegates in C Sharp. So I was reviewing that because this MVC framework is using a delegate right here in the view. It has a delegate it passes in the view object and a handler. And what happens is when you're in the view, you can click on things and it does event delegation, like edit a field, delete a field, stuff like that. So I made a Geeks for Geeks account. Yep. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably post some stuff in there. But yeah, I'm trying to get things all set up because I've added another thing to my GitHub. The C course is getting really big, and I added a binary tree project. So I think I'm pretty much almost there as far as implementation goes. I have almost everything I really need for implementation. So my main thing is, after I start working, I've been doing this YouTube thing because I just kind of wanted to try it out and see how good my computer was at recording videos, how good it was at recording audio, and how many people would actually watch my videos. And it turns out that not a whole lot of people watch my videos, and I think it has a lot to do with the quality of stuff. So I'm going to make an investment into getting some moderately priced audio and video equipment. And then after that's done, I'll be putting out more, audio, better videos with better audio, better video and stuff like that. So I'm going to be working on that. And before I do it on YouTube, I'll put it out there for free on YouTube, but I'm going to launch a Udemy course. I just think that makes the most sense for me right now, since I'm more concerned about teaching classes and this is more of a vlog. So maybe that will change, but the way I see YouTube is more of there's things to learn on YouTube, but I really can't see what I could possibly share on YouTube that hasn't already been covered a billion times over. And that might be different because I'm going to release a course, so maybe there will be some stuff that I can come up with that is different from the way that other people are doing it. Maybe my explanations will be different, but that's the thing I have to work on, is making sure that it's not the same repetitive thing. I can't even tell you how many videos I've seen videos of obvious programming challenges people just literally looked up. I saw this horrible implementation of find the longest non-repeating substring. Horrible implementation. They brought in this whole map structure thing from a library in JavaScript, by the way. It's JavaScript objects are maps. They're maps right there. Why would you need to bring in anything else? So there's just a lot of that going on. And also, I've noticed that things like Medium used to be this really awesome place to go read tech blogs. The people who were using it. That's why I'm switching to Geeks for Geeks, because Medium used to be a really good place to get information about programming code. I learned how to use, I had to make my first iOS app on there, and I learned how to use CocoaPods through Medium Post. But now you read it and it's just it's either toxic fear mongering and hate in tech, or it's the most basic posts about, I'm glad that there's people who are new to code that are really excited to share their ideas, But for the love of God, I don't need to know how to sort an array by, like, I would never write that myself in JavaScript anyways. But I mean, there's like a bazillion JavaScript data structure posts out there in Medium. And it's like, cool. You learned that in like Code Bootcamp. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you make like an application with it or something? So if I do release stuff to YouTube, it's going to be me talking, or it's going to be programming, but like kind of creative, just, you know, showing some stuff. There's not a lot of documentation on OpenCV actually, so I could probably make videos, because I think the biggest setback for stuff with C++, honestly, is people just don't know how to set it up. Like, if I gave someone a computer that had all of the libraries and all of the like DLLs set up in a project, I'm sure just about any reasonable programmer could like do what most people do in C++, but it's like, oh, okay, I need to know what a .lib is and what a DLL is, and like how to set up a linker and how to use Visual Studio. So yeah, I'll try and come up with something like that. Like, it took me 2 days just to figure out how to use CMake. That's the thing about C and C++ is, and it's what keeps me at a very basic level in it too, is that it changes, and then I start using these tools. I'm like, oh, I really want to know how to use that tool, and then I'm like learning the tool, not the thing I want to do. So like, I want to use CMake to make a cross-platform application for my video editing thing. I got as far as just getting CMake to work with the basic C++ application, and never went back to do my video editing thing. So there's stuff that I personally need to work on, and it's great just being able to share this, because I think that, you know, a lot of people just either they make programming look like a wizard because they stole stuff from other people, or they don't document the full process. And I'm very much about showing exactly what it takes to do it. And you know, so I'll be trying to put together a course that has something interesting in it. That's, you know, I admire people who can do that. I admire people who can put a course together that's interesting. I will say one thing about One Lone Coder is he captures my interests in the stuff that he's doing. It's very creative. It's not stuff that you see all the time. And it's like, the thing I wrote over here was, I remember he was talking about making your own vector class. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's actually pretty cool. And I wanted to make it. So is this broken? I don't even know. Running? No, it's not. Yeah, so I wanted to make my own vector class. This is basically what he did, but I recalled a lot of it because it was a really fun application. And I think when you make something fun and interesting, people are more likely to understand the material, because I've taken a lot of Udemy courses where it's just like so dry, and it's so obvious that they're just like reading something from a textbook into a microphone and recording it, and then expecting you to just somehow digest that information. It doesn't work. Like, I really think I've learned a lot just watching One Lone Coder videos, more than I've ever understood in C++, just because I'm like, oh, right, yeah, I need that class to do linear algebra. Or, oh, yeah, I need that class because if I had a game in 3 dimensions and I wanted to have like a cube move forward up, you know, I could use this for the transform routine for this. So, you know, that's cool to like think about programming as a real application, rather than just like, this is a template and it takes in variable class. It's like a generic or whatever you want to call it. And this is a class and the private fields are Z, Y, X. Like, that's so boring. So, yeah, I am working on my classes. And the one thing I will say is, I'll reveal what I'm doing. I'm going on Udemy, and they have courses for instructors, and they kind of walk you through how to record videos properly and do talking head videos and how to do screencasts and stuff. So I'm watching those videos, but the biggest thing is they try to pitch you on like what to buy. So I'm like, I'm very skeptical when I see someone telling you that they're going to teach you how to do something and you got to buy something. I'm like, that seems like a cross marketing scheme right there. Like, so we'll see. I think the things I need to get are some decent lighting, a pretty good camera, because this Surface Book camera is already really good. I'm actually going to try and do this. This is what I said this morning. I just want to get a straight up lapel mic and a green screen, and some lighting. And I was going to go with that. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to do. Just have a green screen with lighting, because I saw a thing on Amazon. It was like $100, whatever, green screen lighting. Use my computer and do a lapel mic, because the thing I've come to find out is when it comes to venturing into like some way to make money is the cheaper you start out, the more options you have when you finally understand what's going on. Like, it's taken me a long time to even understand how to do screencasts. Like, I don't even think the resolution's set on here. I really would love to know if people can see the code on this screen. But it took me a long time to figure that out. It took me a long time to figure out that DaVinci Resolve is the video editor that I want to use. It took me a long time to just figure out how to work with YouTube, like, properly, how to like see, you know, how people are watching videos, or how my growth is, you know, trending out on YouTube. So like, I've been doing it now for 3 months. That's not even that long. Like, there's people who've been doing it for 10 years. So like, you know, like, you can't just expect that you're going to come in 1 month, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm a YouTube star or whatever. I don't think that that's the case. And that's a really bad way to try and look at anything. And I think that happens a lot. I think people are like, oh, I'm going to over invest in this, because that's what, no one did that when they first started, and that's why I'm going to be the game changer. And it's like, no one did that, because the billion people who tried it failed miserably in like the first 3 months. So for me, just green screen, my computer, you know, lapel mic, so I don't have to have these headphones on anymore. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. So wild tangent there. This last week has kind of been just crazy, because I'm like reviewing stuff, not really working on projects, and that's pretty much all I'm doing right now. And then this weekend, I'm not even doing anything related to programming. I'm just going to be going to, you know, hang out with some people and really take it easy. That's it. I just want to take it easy for the weekend, because things are about to change. I'm going to have to, you know, put my head down probably for a good solid 3 months. I don't know. It could be shorter, it could be longer, depending on what I got to do. But I expect that I'll be challenged in my new job. So, yeah, that's it for today. Hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday.